everybody, how's it going? We've got a new version out, so there you go. Let's go through the updates that came with 15.2. It actually isn't too volumey this time, so this will probably go fairly quick, and in fact, one of the bigger updates probably will not apply for most of you outside of Japan, so it's a little bit sad, but it is a big one, so I'll make sure to update for those of you lucky enough to be in Japan to take advantage of it. But the first one is something that everybody can do, and that is the Templeberry switch. There is a new feature in the temples where, if you take a look here, you'll see a switch here on the top right. You can turn it on and off. Now, of course, there's no explanation, so you got to make sure that you understand what's going on here. If you leave it on, that stays with the current state of the temple, where if you don't eat any berries, any S rank or higher berries are eliminated from the pool. Right? As you know, once you skip a berry and don't eat anything, it is darkened out from the pool and you will never get it again. Of course, until you do eat a berry. Once you do eat a berry, you get that, of course. But then this board is reset and then everything is up for grabs once again. So you reset. Right now I've passed on 17 gold berries. I am, of course, going for the sidekick, but maybe I'll wait for that Heimei for my paradox. But regardless, you're basically hunting for a specific berry, right? So you're going to be pass until you get a berry. Now, you have probably noticed that a lot more monsters nowadays, when you play co-op, for example, just don't have any berries on them, right? Because there's no situation where you would just go, let me just throw a berry on this monster, right? It doesn't really matter. You're not doing that because you're hunting for a specific berry for a specific monster, right? That's what this new feature of the temple did. But this off state now, this reverts it to the old school temple where all the berries are up for grabs. It doesn't matter what the state of your board is, right? So you can take a look here. Everything is darkened out because this game is saying right now, this board doesn't matter. However, in return, it will not reset this board either if you eat a berry. So while this switch is off, you can feed any random berry to any random monster and it won't matter. So if you're tired of farming for that berry for your paradox, go ahead, take a break. Just random monster, up to you. Make sure that switch is off. You can feed it whatever S berry, A berry you want. Just make sure you have a berry on it. That is no longer a problem. I think this is a great update. You know, before I would just run the temple casually and throw something on any newly transcended monster, like Van Gogh, for example. But lately, it's just not a thing because you're doing for one berry for one monster. I think this is a great update. Just make sure you're aware of the state of the switch. You know, as you're doing the stage, as you finish the stage, it does tell you the state of the switch, so make sure you are fully aware of which situation you're in, right? On, the green, well, it's in English too, so on means it's the current state where if you don't eat any berry, it's gone from the pool. If you do, you reset. If it's off, everything is possible, and even if you eat anything, nothing resets. Alright? Don't forget. Alright, number 2 is specific for the people in Japan. You can see that there is this new training door that you can see on your map. Again, this is only for those of you in Japan. So usually I don't talk about Monspot stuff, but this is a pretty big update. But basically, if you are lucky enough to see this door, you can use this door to upgrade your monster to level 120 without using a super level scroll. And how that works is, oops. Basically, you'll click that item and you'll select a monster to train in that door. And basically what happens is you're going to leave that monster in the training door and you're going to leave it for 24 hours. This will let you, that checkbox will let you get a notification when that 24 hours is up. But basically, while this monster is in training, you can't use him normally. So it's kind of like as if you did the trading, the monster share feature. He's just gone from your box for 24 hours. Once that 24 hours is up, great. you can grab it, and it's a level 120. Now, as you can see here, you can speed up or cancel this training feature. There is an icon on the top right to do it immediately, so you don't have to still be around that mon spot. The green button is to speed it up. The red button is to cancel. And so once you get your monster, 24 hours is up. Click it. Congratulations, your monster is now up to 120 without using a super level scroll. Again, this is a bummer for those of you not in Japan because we cannot take advantage of this. There is just no mon spots outside of Japan. Of course, if you're a mon pass user, you get your own personal mon spot, but of course that doesn't mean you're going to be able to get a door out of that. So yeah, kind of a bummer. And for those of you who have extra stamina mins to use, you can use one to speed up the training by 1 hour. So every can you use speeds up by an hour. However, you can't just speed it up to immediate. So you will always have to wait at minimum 1 hour to wait it out. So there's no immediate usages, unfortunately. Alright, so that is the new mon spot, the Shuren no Tobira. Alright. Number 3 is there is a new Eraberu Bell option. It is a combo feature. It just takes these two pre-existing features where you get double drops, improved double drops, improved rates. It's going to be twice the normal rate on gold berries, and you get the confirmed 2 drops on a no continue clear. So it basically combines those first two. Now, in return, you only get 30 minutes out of this campaign. Normally it is an hour, but since their excuse is since you're using two campaigns at once, you get half the time. Alright, sure. But it is an awesome combo, especially when they're not part of the campaign right now. So using the 2 at once is pretty nice. Alright, number 4 is a Connect Skill filter. In your box, you can now filter... Alright, I should transcend my Van Gogh soon. You'll see this checkbox under the ability. This will now allow you to see monsters that have skills, abilities locked behind their Connect skills. So, for example, we have null damage wall. You can scroll down to the bottom and see that Susano's null damage wall is locked behind his Connect skill. Now, I don't know if I like this that much because it unnecessarily separates them because of Connect skills, but okay. I mean, it is important to also know that it doesn't have it without the Connect skill, so I don't know. But yeah, still upset that Susano's skill got locked out like that with 150 luck Connect skill. That's garbage. Alright. Last but not least, number 5 is the Montama exchange tweak. Before, if you locked your Montama Ridora, the Smydra, right, that you get from getting the energy, you weren't able to exchange it at that point. You had to go back into your box, unlock it, and try again. The game will now ask you immediately, once you hit that green button, to exchange it for Kaya no Hime, for example. It'll ask, do you want to unlock your monster and exchange? And so you can click that button on the left with the pop-up saying, yes, I do want that Kaya no Hime. Don't make me go back to my box. It is a nice, quick quality of life update for those of you who are exchanging. And for those of you unlucky enough, like myself, to get 10 each month, January's Montama will give you that 50 guaranteed. So it'll come into use, I'm sure, very soon. Well, I guess this is more for people who already had one. Anyways, that is it. Like I said, this update right here with the Templeberry Switch is probably the biggest update for everybody. If you're in Japan, of course, that basically a free scroll on the map somewhere is a pretty awesome deal. But again, it's pretty sad that none of us outside of the Japan can take advantage of it. But, you know, biggest thing is just don't forget what the difference of the Switch is and take advantage of it, because this is a pretty darn good update. All right, that's it for me today. If you're curious about the whether or not I'm going to be pulling on the Christmas gacha, I will. I will wait until I get my Tokudama from clearing all the events. There is probably another one from Monster Day, but I don't want to wait that long. So just a few more days until that should be ready. I'll probably do 2 10 pulls on each. It should activate both Montamas, I think. And of course, I'm sure there's going to be an all-star gacha before the New Year's. There's going to be the New Year's, of course. And, you know, I have plenty of orbs left over, so I'm not too afraid. Maybe a little afraid that they throw something big in the next Monst News, but I think it should be fine. Maybe I'll wait until after Monst News. We'll see. But yeah, lots of cool stuff coming, I'm sure. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. More than happy to help you out, as always. And until next time, bye-bye.